So every pro trade has one thing in common: they track everything. Here's how I journal every trade inside Dr. Backtest and how you can get my full data for free. So right now I'm going to run down my full strategy so you can see exactly how I trade, and I'm going to show you how I track every single trade in Dr. Backtest to get my metrics. So we've got obviously the German DAX here on the screen, which you can see in front of you now. So what I'm going to do is run through last week's price action, starting about Tuesday or Wednesday, because there wasn't any trades early on in the week, and then we'll get obviously into the trade breakdowns as well, and then we'll get into Dr. Backtest and I'll show you exactly how I track my metrics. So obviously we can see on the DAX here we've got two breaks to the downside, so I would now consider us in a bearish trend, so that our trend has changed. So although on the daily, I don't really look at the daily too much, but although on the daily we are still in a bullish trend or an uptrend, I would consider us now on the 4 hour be in a bearish trend. So our trend has changed and I would expect us to come down into sort of maybe these kind of areas. So on the 15-minute, I was waiting for price to align. So here I was still bullish until we got this break. So at this point here, I am now bearish. So all I need is price to be in a bearish range, and then we start to look for shorts. So the first trade that I took last week was on Wednesday on the DAX. So if I just skip price in, so we can see here we've got a bullish range. Price then breaks only with a wick, but I'll still class that as market intentions to go lower prices. So I broke here. So now I'm thinking, okay, the market's showing me its intentions to go short, so I'm going to be looking for shorts. So what I do now is I wait for a sweep on liquidity. So our points of liquidity are here and here. Obviously we've got the high of the day as well, or the open of the day there, but again it would have to come past these 2 points of liquidity first, so I don't really count those too much. So all I need to do now is actually we've got another point of liquidity just here as well. So all I'm going to do now is wait for price to sweep one of these and then wait for a retracement candle and we'll get in. So this is exactly what I had. So we've swept pretty much the New York Open, so that's our liquidity. We'll go for just above this high here, and then 2.5R is the target as always. So there we go, and I'll just play this forward quickly. I think I was tagged out at this bit, so there we go. I'll probably have my stop just about there, and there we go. So that was my first trade of the week for the DAX, which was on Wednesday. So once again, just very quickly running through my strategy here. This is a 4 hour bearish trend. So we've got the 15-minute is also bearish at the minute as well. Excuse me. So yeah, we got our sweep on liquidity, and then we just wait for a 15-minute retrace candle, and then we can simply put a market execute on. Some people like to use a sell stop or a sell limit. If you've missed it and you want to wait for it to come back, that's fine as well, as long as you're trading within your hours. So this is the DAX for Wednesday. There was another trade available on I think Thursday as well, which I'll quickly run through. So it's all the same setup. So need to have a time frame alignment. Oh, I think I missed it. Yeah, I have. So time frame alignment is step number one. So 4 hour and 15-minute must be in alignment. They're the only two time frames that I really use. Once we have this alignment, all we can simply wait for is a sweep on liquidity, and that's pretty much it. So I had for this is my bearish range here. So I don't count this one candle as structure. That's just like a pause in the market, or it's a slight pullback. I wouldn't class it as true structure. Like you can see here, we've got a move. This is a structural move as well. So this was my range for the day. So I didn't get in on this price in London. That candle's just way too big. My stop would have had to be above here to be safe. So I don't want to be in that move. That's ridiculous. I didn't actually take this trade. I was away from my charts about 3 o'clock because I thought price is pushing down. I had alerts set here, which on my phone for whatever reason didn't go, but this was pretty much the most textbook trade you can ever see of this strategy. My stop was above here, and we go for 2.5R again. So before we even get to the most recent low, we're hitting our profit target. Let's just skip that through, and then nice and easy as that, within 1 hour and 15 minutes, that's 2.5R, so 2.5% if you're risking 1%, which I do on this strategy. So once you've got your trade and you've logged your trades and you're happy with your strategy, that's when Dr. Backtest comes in. So every trade needs to be logged. So you can see your metrics. This is my dashboard for the current year. I've only done July until now, which is when I started to make Dr. Backtest. So if I come through to my P&L calendar, I'll quickly run through this with you. So October so far, you can see I am 3.5% down. It's not a great month at the minute, but you know, it is what it is. I'll go through to, let me just full screen this. So I started off in July, so 8% in July, 9% in August, 2% in September, and so far 3.5% down in October. But that's fine. That's you know, that's just the way the market goes. So last week on Wednesday, let me see, where was it? Nope, not that one. Here we go. So the German DAX, I've inputted this, so 2.5%. Where are we? Yeah, there we go. So you can upload your screenshots as well. So you can obviously put these in. You can go back and look exactly why you took that trade, what that trade was. You can you know, store your data. So this is where most traders fall short. They don't track and plug each trade. So I'll put everything into Dr. Backtest. It logs the session hour, the pair, the outcome, and I can automatically see my metrics for the month or the year or the course or whatever you need to do. It's also got a psychology log as well, so you can show you exactly how you're feeling on that day. You can see here I was feeling pretty confident, not very disciplined. So if I'd have stuck to my plan, I'd have had another 2.5%. So, you know, obviously missed a trade there, stressed, you know, clearly pretty stressed in that situation. So this is your Dr. Backtest dashboard, where you can see your current trade. So I'm currently 15.5% up for the past 3.5 months, which isn't too bad at all. October's obviously not looking too good at the minute. So what you would want to do is when you're obviously you know, tracking your trades, you come into here. So let me get rid of that. So I'd come and say, well, I've had a short in the New York session on the 15th, and you'd go into Dr. Backtest. So I'd go onto my P&L calendar, I'd go into the 15th, add a trade. You've got your P&L, so whatever that was, you can obviously type in here as well. You've got your risk, your trading session, your currency pairs, and notes, and then you can obviously put your thoughts in there as well. Obviously, you do have the psychology log, so this tells you, it logs the time that you also logged it as well, how you're feeling, different levels of confidence, etc. And yeah, that just really helps to keep a note of where you are mentally as well as where your technicals are, because technicals aren't really the hard part of trading, it's more psychological. So once you've logged your trade in here, automatically it's put into the dashboard. But if you don't want to log any live trades, if you're just back testing, you can come into your upload trade section, upload the trades from here, which will automatically get logged in your back testing journal as well. And a new feature that we've recently added is our strategy tester. So this essentially is where you come to test different strategies. So at the minute I'm testing a 3-minute entry model, which you can see from here. So I've only done just 1 month, and at 1% risk it's returned 104%. Obviously that's quite that's over, you know, a lot of pairs. I was just stress testing the strategy just to see if it would work. And you've also got your forex calculators down here as well. So you've got a lot size calculator and a profitability calculator. So you can say if I've got 100,000k to trade with, and I've got a 45% win rate, and my average R is 2.5 R, and I run this over 100 trades. So over 100 trades is 80% ROI, and we've got a total final balance of 180,000. So yeah, this is where I log all of my trades. This is your basic sort of metrics. All of your analytics for backtesting and your live journal are stored here. So you've got your live journal, 15.5%. Again, that'll obviously match up to the dashboard. This just is a bit more of an in-depth breakdown to the dashboard. So you've got your month performance here. Average month performance is a total of 4.5 R or 3.88% and a 35% win rate. Obviously not very good on a Monday or Friday. And then if we want to come into our backtesting trades as well, I've done a lot more backtesting trades. You can break it down by pairs, years, months. So, you know, you can really see exactly what you've done and how you've done it. So once I've taken a trade on TradingView, I'll go over to Dr. Backtest, I'll log it there, and then obviously it tells me my metrics. So win rate is probably one of the most important things as well that you need to know as a trader to be successful. So what I'll do is I'll put all the link to Dr. Backtest in the description, and then you can obviously test it out for yourself. We do currently have 7 days free, so you know, no risk in there at all. You don't need to sign up. Try it for 7 days. If you don't like it, obviously, you know, that's fair enough. It's not going to be for everyone, but as a trader you really do need to study, and you need to learn from your mistakes, and the only way to do that is by journaling what you can see, what you've done, and really refining your strategy. So yeah, that's Dr. Backtest in a nutshell. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.